In this SDT Talk, we'll be talking about autonomy, support, and relatedness in the classroom setting. Only right here on this channel will you see firsthand what self-determination theory looks like when it's put into action. Let's get to talking. So my research was based on motivation in the classroom with the use of autonomy support with reference to Ellen Skinner and Michael Belmont research in 1993 and Edward Deci, J. Reeve, and H. Zhang in 2010. So just a quick summary of the 1993 article was the authors wanted to look at the relationship between students and teachers, and they wanted to highlight the importance of relatedness, especially between the two. They believe that if there was a high level of involvement from the teacher, it would optimize student motivation in the classroom. So the way they did it was they used boys and girls age 7 to 11, and they threw them in a class. Well, they're already in a class. And they gave them questionnaires to answer the following questions about involvement, support, and structure that teachers provided throughout the lesson on a 4-point Likert scale. Their hypothesis was supported through their research. So a quick look at the second article. Sorry, I'm going fast, but a quick look at the second article in 2010. The authors looked at autonomy, support, and structure in the classroom, and they hypothesized that both aspects of teacher instructional styles would have positive supports on student engagement. So they were both saying that both autonomy and structure are both important in the classroom. And what they did was they had regular classrooms going on, and they sent trained university students to basically watch and observe the teachers while they were doing their structure. And then they would ask, at the end of the class, they would ask the students to rate how motivated they felt or how engaged they felt during the lesson. And the trainers who were blinded to the hypothesis and the study were also to rate how they felt the students were engaged and how they felt the teachers were giving their instructional style. Y'all still on the same page? All right, cool. So basically how this goes into our videos that we made. The first video was relatedness in the classroom, and we filmed how to not motivate and how to motivate. And the first video was about a teacher who was really rude and mean to their students and did not come off as approachable. This made the students feel afraid to ask her any questions, and they felt a disconnect to their teacher. They lacked motivation with their professor. In the next clip, they lacked motivation with their professor because they did not understand the material. So in the next clip, we show a kinder teacher, more approachable. If they needed any help, they would be able to get it from their teacher. And that is what made them motivated in the clip, because they knew they had her support. So this ties into my research findings, because they found that teachers who are warm and affectionate, so relatedness type thing, those students felt happier and more enthusiastic in class. In their findings, they also mentioned that the child would feel like their needs are being met when their teacher is being affectionate, dependable, and dedicated to them, not only for relatedness, but also for competence and self-determination. Lastly, they found that students who found their teachers to be less involved also found their teacher to be more chaotic and more coercive, probably because of the lack of communication going on between the two. So these findings show how central it is, like how important it is for teachers to be warm and affectionate and show relatedness to their students in the classroom experience. So the next video for autonomy support in the classroom, we filmed 2 videos of how to motivate and how to not motivate. The first video was with a controlling teacher, didn't give the students any say at all, and they weren't motivated at all because that's very depressing, and it was restricting the students of their imagination in our clip. And then the next clip, we showed a more relaxed teacher who gave the students autonomy support, who gave them choice over their groups and gave them choice over their topics, and he was also open to what the students felt regarding their work. This motivated the students because they felt a sense of ownership and responsibility over their work. So the videos tie into my research findings in 2010, because when teachers focus on supporting students' autonomous motivation, like their own interests, to guide their studying and their learning activities, these help by presenting interesting and relevant learning activities that will support students' voluntary intrinsic classroom behaviors. They found that teachers who provided autonomy support and structure both individually and positively correlated with both students' collective behavior and students' individual self-report engagement, especially autonomy support. Especially autonomy supported students reported experiencing high feelings of engagement in the classroom. That's it for today's SDT Talk. All the links of the literature will be in the description bar. Follow us on Twitter, like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.